Beware the cults. Do not give in to easy answers.
My brother Pavel disappeared 2 months ago, and he is not the first.
It is the age of fear and cowardice, of preying on the weak.
There is a cult in the sewer. It preys on those who are lost, who are scared. Men like Pavel.
No! Please, don't tell anyone. Viznik's not supposed to be here. Shh! But I am here.
I'll take your word for it.
I was part of it. The hive mind. Inside the gate, I questioned. What holds us together? Where? Why? Now this. Exiled from exile. I have been disconnected.
Disconnected? Disconnected from what? I don't understand what you're saying.
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains, may not always fire like these. He did this to me. It's what it does. I can't force you, because I'm not like him.
Not like who? Who forced you?
Together. They succumbanize to him. Him, the opportunist, the savior, the rat. When I resisted, I saw. It made him fear me.
You've obviously been through something. Someone's harmed you. If you can help me understand, then maybe I can help.
Yes, okay. You'll be fine. I can tell. You'll understand. You'll empathize. Because what it really is he's just like us, but more. It's a cry for help. You'll pick up on that.
What's a cry for help?
The little mind thing. The persuasion. He's trapped by what he can do. Just like the rat. It makes so much sense now. Those most scared of what the world had become were most likely to cling to the first alternative. Now they're all insignaled.
Let me see if I got this straight. Everyone beyond the gate is insignaled to something. Like the rat.
Exactly. I'm glad we understand each other. Okay. Just remember, you'll only be able to confront him if he knows that you know that he knows. So, obviously, you'll need the name. The name. I'm not supposed to give it away, but I must. And then you must. Yes?
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confront someone. Someone who's harmed you, who may be harming others. I'm willing to do that, but I need to know more about what's happening.
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to uncotangle him from the others. To resist the mentality. They need to be eased out. Figure out what holds them all together. Because it's not his personality. When you finally see Richard for who he really is, you realize it cannot possibly be that.
Richard, huh? All right. Let's go see what I've agreed to.
Pied Piper is a rat. A rat! Viznik could use some help.
Stranger, he should not be.
look at him.
He will harm us. He cannot harm us.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
An experiment of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
You remember a utopia? There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
You know what it's like outside? Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrors. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? With Visnik?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear.
You're pretending to be something you're not. Maybe we all are. I've learned it's better not to question.
You're not here for
Do
the right
not
reason.
doubt yourself, Thomas. We all
His
know what
voice has a
happened
way
to
of
him.
penetrating.
We all saw what happened to Visnik.
It's important not to doubt. Do not be like Visnik. Richard is a great man. He must be. Why else would we be drawn like...
The original six were drawn to Richard's voice. We listened. I was one of the original six.
We are becoming someone else, not through fear, not through technology, not through long-drawn trials and errors of evolution. We are doing it through sheer force of will.
He's freed us from dark thoughts. They do not exist here. You must allow his voice to wash over you. You must drown.
It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever.
I can hear his voice inside of me, even when he doesn't speak. You shouldn't be here.
I am at one with Richard's voice. It tells me that I belong.
The place we were never really part of. It belongs to them. It's always belonged to them. In their world, we are the humiliated, the scavengers, the oppressed. But here we can be so much more.
As individuals, none of us belonged outside. There was no place for us. Exile from exile is paradise.
Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening.
Visnik could use some help. I can still hear it. It's like a mosquito in my brain. You have to make it stop. Please, make it stop.
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off. I used to be one of the spoiled people. One of the ones who worried about status, appearances, etc. Honestly, I'm better off now.
Vím o tomhle městě hodně.
I remember they used to say that education was the great equalizer, but augmentation changed.
People
that,
around here
didn't
really
it?
value their privacy, you know what I mean? What does the one there mean?
Santo and augmented people, just like you.
Step off, Clank. You and your kind
Don't
make
you
me
have anything
sick.
better to do than waste my
You
time?
should all be deported or
Think
something.
real hard. I'm sure you have many interesting.
Can you spare anything?
But
I just need a little.
You don't belong here, Clank. Santo built housing just for you guys.
Státní policie
Have a real
na
craving
kontrolní
for barbecue.
bodu prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím
Nice look.
vybavený průkaz.
You trying to be like a nuclear snake or something? Love that movie.
This place is such a dump. But most
You need
of the
longer
people
hair
here
though.
don't have much of
Lose
a
the
choice.
beard, Francis.
Don't mind telling you I do not like seeing your kind around here. Those attacks are too fresh in my mind. I understand orgs have been giving a bad deal since the incident, but I can't condone terrorism.
I can help you with something, yes?
I'm looking for Laborio.
It is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. We used to be partners.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, the evolution of stage hypnosis intensified through technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds.
Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him.
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people in that room.
No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality.
These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly?
They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now, I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely?
It depends on the personality. If someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work?
Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia.
Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia.
Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience.
I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. Tell me how to stop Richard.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him didn't go so well.
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius, to the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do whatever I want?
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not gonna be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes? Okay, then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where are you? Come. Come to me. Pa, 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 pa. Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da! They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through him?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
Sir?
It must be pretty rough for you to see all this and know that your people are responsible.
I guess he was resisting.
How
I
can you
used
make
a stun
deals
gun
with
on him.
them?
I can still see him twitching.
What? Sorry, I don't have time for tourists right now. Someone at work came up with the term nouveau pauvre. I'm preparing to give an important presentation.
Tried
Just
to
let
laugh it
me
off,
be.
but it seems to apply to us more and more each day.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
In the market for something, aren't you? You've come to the... Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. No Fortress Heroes on board attacks.
Nothing for me.
So long, Mr. Mirror Shades.
Sent to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks. The good doctor
I know my papers are good, but I'm always nervous going through the checkpoints. The tension in this city is killing me. I wake up every morning. Chrome, asshole!
Nothing to report.
Dobrej.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Hezké jde. Doufám, že tady nehodláte.
Hide your magnets.
Excuse me, but I don't want to talk to you. Hope you understand. You know, you people should just stick with your own kind.
Hello, I really have nothing to say to you. You should probably avoid talking.
I can't go on like this. You know why everybody spouts their opinions online? So they can fool themselves into believing someone gives a shit. Complaining on social media is how lazy cowards pretend they're actually doing something to change the world.
Jestli nechceš číslo, akorát plejtváš mým drahoceným časem. Poznám, že nejseš zákazník. Myslíš si, že... Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That's it.
Get away from me.
Beat it. I'm not interested.
I am not too proud to take charity, friend.
Are you some kind of activist or something? Get the job.
Povolení sem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální, Augu.
Everything is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít a zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
Výklad biobaterie a jisté nástroje či další augurské příslušenství mohou být namátkových na baterii.
Viznik could use some help.
Here is all we have left. A scrap of sewer. They control everywhere else. Get away from there!
The ladders are there to death.
You are not your permit classification item. You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us.
Viznik could use some help.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul. Snooping is a
Nothing can
symptom of the
exist
troubled
without
soul.
imagining it first. Take pride in what we're doing. in the kind of community we're building together. Our focus, our... You don't belong here. You need to leave. Pavel, look at me, Pavel. Don't be scared. I need you to know that you're not alone. I need you to know it in your bones. Can you all feel it? We are becoming someone else, not through fear, not through technology, not through long-drawn trials and errors of evolution. We are doing it through sheer force of will. I need you to stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes. What do you think you're doing? What is it you have there?
Good people don't go upstairs.
Be content to explore like us.
You don't belong here. You need to leave. What are you up to? What are you up to?
The skeptic. He continues to cloud the room with questions, with doubts. He contributes nothing. He may say nothing.
I'm gonna say a few things whether you want me to or not. We got a lot to talk about, Richard. Now that we can finally talk.
Why have you... What is it that offends you so much about our attempt to construct something better?
You mean your attempt to control people? Amplifying your hypnotic techniques with some kind of social enhancer? Keeping people from talking back, from questioning you?
I don't think you understand. Please. These people want to be here. We need each other.
How ugly must the world have looked to you to go to these lengths? To actually believe that this was some kind of alternative?
We chose to start over. To escape what society had become. What it was turning us into. You You may not understand, but they do.
No, I understand. You sought out people who were vulnerable. People like you, who had reasons to run away.
Who do you think they are? There are no missing persons reports. I didn't rip them from warm meals and bamboo linen. For those who wander the sewers at night in search of answers and alternatives, this is as good as it gets. No more hiding, no more running away, no more feeling abandoned. They need me. They need somewhere to feel welcome.
And the ones you don't welcome? Those who try to question or resist, like Visnik, like me? You have no problem rejecting them, threatening them, installing gun turrets to ensure they can never pull back the curtain.
The guns exist only to protect the ideal. Even the most peaceful communities must be prepared to defend themselves.
This isn't a community. It's a magic trick. You've been hypnotizing people, selling them on some fantasy of what you wish the world was like.
He tricked us? I don't understand.
None of it meant anything.
Please, don't leave. He can undermine me all he wants, but he can't change what it's like up there. The decommissioning, the segregation. They will round you up and catalog you. They will do worse.
People need to be guided. Now more than ever. All these things you're trying to run away from, trying to pretend away, no one should have to face them alone. But this isn't guidance. This is just replacing one totalitarian nightmare with another.
I went too far.
He preyed on us.
By a few thousand miles, yeah. And it's time to turn around now, Richard. Time to shut all of this off.
I don't understand. How could we be so foolish?
It seems foolish now, but we had no choice. Everything he said to us, the way he said it, we had no choice.
Why us? Why were we drawn here and not others?
I don't know. All my life I have been drawn. I still hear the echoes of his voice.
I remember feeling that nothing outside of these walls was real. It was comforting.
And now we must go back to it. The laws, the people, everything I was running from.
At least it is real.
I remember coming to the sewers to escape the authorities. It was months ago.
He tricked us, made us see things that were not real. I feel so foolish.
He snuck into our minds and fed us some vision of himself, of ourselves. He preyed on us.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I believe in what we were trying to do. They were safer here with me than out there with men like you. We live in...
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone. I am alone. Do you know the story of the rat and the button? You'll assume you're the one without a choice. But remember, given limitless access to a feeling that is always devotionalized, the rat kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. The rat kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing.
Don't do anything suspicious.